right in the yellow, Zerg player.
Gina Green Wings log.
I'm definitely going to have to watch that game again.
Yeah.
Adding that to the things to do this weekend. Up in the top left, dealing with the weirdest thing ever.
CJ enters herO.
And the thing is, herO could have messed that up in many ways, and he did make some mistakes. Like, he shouldn't have made 6 Immortals. That was too many. It was hard to tell. Like, there's a lot of trickery going on. Nice. Good signs. GSL coins for those folks. But yeah, that was like, I feel like also Rogue might be very frustrated because how did herO deal with it that well? Because I don't think herO's ever seen that. I don't think, I really doubt that that came up in the CJ practice house.
Nah.
And I don't think that that really comes up on the ladder at all. Like, there is a possibility I'm in error here, but
well,
I really do watch like all the games, and I haven't seen that. So that's like really...
I'm sure people have tried some variation of that, at least like a rush to Hive on Sejong before in some fashion, you know, in like practice games.
Maybe.
Or
but like
even ladder.
He was pretty flexible with it. He got all his tech roots and kind of sat there and tried to do stuff, but... And, you know, he got some good harassments in with the Immortals killing the hatch. That was really good. A good trade with those. And, you know, the DT ended up working a little bit. Some Zealot harassment did a good job at places. And eventually he just had enough Archons and Colossus and Storm and Tempest that it was like, okay,
yeah,
I guess you just don't have enough here. But, wow, what a game. What a game.
At the end of it all, like, herO was just given so much time to make, like, the perfect Protoss death ball. He literally had everything you would ever want. Yeah,
that's when herO goes for Sky Toss against Stormhost, the way he normally tries to end it is mass Archon. Because it's one of the good ways to keep Corruptors back off your Tempest and your Colossus. They do splash, they have high health. Thing is, if they do hold that, you just lose because, well, Archons are really, really expensive.
Too expensive.
But really... very interesting game.
So we do have a double expand here from Rogue. Before pull, it looks like.
Yeah.
And herO is going to get the scalp, but they are cross spawns.
Mm-hmm. And I still have a few seconds because that core isn't done to talk about that last game. So, yeah, any Zerg pros watching right now, or Protoss pros, or whoever that thinks they have a really good take on exactly what the idea was.
They got to write a 5-page paper to.
I would read
Professor
a 5-page. I would read it. I mean.
Oh, I would read that too, man. That would be really interesting.
I wish more people wrote more pros wrote really in-depth articles and stuff. But like, yeah, I'm fascinated. But anyways, it looks like the core is done, which means that we can start seeing what is going to happen in this game.
We have a sneaky probe. This probably going to be a proxy, I would assume. I mean, there's not really many times you're going to hide a probe against Zerg to scout later on. You know, it's most likely just going to get denied by, like, queens and stuff. Where's he going, though? Like, what's he actually doing?
Maybe just a new hiding spot for now? Sometimes it's good to rotate hiding spots because, like... the places that they check first, they aren't going to go back to generally if they have like way-pointed Zerglings scouting around. So like if you know that he would scout there early, maybe you go tuck in there when you figure he has to have scouted here by now. Anyways, we do have a Forge on the way, so it looks like this will be an expansion-based build off of an Oracle.
Yeah. With the question of what that probe is going to do, it could just be there for a much later pylon, you know, hide the probe for a very long time and then try to set up some push eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen for a while. Like, again, the probe moves north again, and
Well, we'll see what he ends up using it for. He is getting ready, of course, to build this third base right around that 7-minute point, and let's see what his Oracle can get done. Very queen-heavy opening here by Rogue into a whole bunch of gases rather late into this game. Don't normally see the gases quite that late in this matchup anymore, but...
Does he have 2 queens per hatchery?
Yep. was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he even has a
Plus
spores.
a spore.
That's a lot of defense.
And on the back of this, he's just droning super heavily. That's the only thing he's doing. I mean, he knows he's got a lot of time, especially with that overlord placement. Sees the third base coming down. I mean, I guess it could be some kind of weird, like, blink all in off of oracles, but...
Yeah. I mean, a follow-up of Blink and +2 off Oracle is a fantastic build, so definitely could be something like that. I do love how heavily Rogue is actually droning up here. Well over 60 drones at the moment.
It's a lot of gates, but mostly just to cover that cannon.
Is that a Twilight? Okay. So pretty standard.
There's the pylon.
Ah.
That probe, man. He's been there. He's been there for like 5 minutes now.
And the Oracle is kind of sitting in such a place that he could save that from Lings.
Yeah.
So,
that is like so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. And I mean, the Oracle is a great unit to have with this because it does give detection as well. Helps against the Lings, of course, especially when you're really focusing on Stalkers.
Yeah.
Looks like he only has 3 sentries right now, so this could be like a very Stalker-centric push.
The thing about this is that he's drone, or not drone, but he's probed up that third base. He's saturated it pretty nicely. He's up to 60 probes now. And he's making 3 at a time. So it's not like he's cutting probes. You know, sometimes we see like empty third base very fast, blink +2, but
yeah, he's focusing heavily on sentry production right now, but it is over on this side of the map. So bringing these other sentries over as well, escorting them with the mothership core.
there's that infestation pit. He's going to want to go for Stormhost here in a bit. He's definitely want to get that out very fast. Pretty good against this kind of build, unless they're out of position and they get blinked on with that Oracle you were talking about for the detection. Can be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, let's see. Of course, he's going to have to keep that Oracle alive if Stormhosts are going to be popping out. All right, Stormhosts on the way. A lot of Stalkers being warped in here. +2 and Blink also on the way. Not quite done yet, though. But he has plenty of force field, so that should be fine. Still no 4th base, and herO actually knows that. So he's going to go about this carefully anyways.
Yeah.
Because when they're just on 3 base, it can get scary.
This is also like a very, very high economy push. Like,
yeah.
This is not coming fast at all.
Well, that was delayed. But yeah, you're very right about that. This is like something that is absolutely, he can transition right out of this push. He doesn't have to warp in units nonstop.
Yeah. If he ever gets in trouble, easy recall. Go back, stay on 3 bases, maybe get your 4th eventually, and just like play passive.
A player of herO's level will never lose this army here. This is absolutely not going to die. So it does start pushing up here. More Swarm hosts sending their Locust forward here. Good force fields, though. He wants to go up this ramp. Oh, my God. Oh, boy.
He's got to get those sentries up there, and he gets them.
That's really, really, really bad for Rogue. Very nice move. All he needs to do is focus on getting those force fields off, and that's, like, close enough to a win.
I mean, you get Stalkers up there, you blink up the, ledge, and there's absolutely nothing Rogue can do.
And you know what? This is like all of his tech, one of his bases. You see Rogue, he's totally frustrated.
He's tilted, man.
That can be a tough way to lose, and he has recall, so look at that.
Easy.
God.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
And
he makes it look that way.
Rogue is just like, okay, well, I guess I just got to go kill him then.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he is able to actually do so. The detection goes on. All that herO needs to do is eliminate these Swarm hosts, and the game should be his. But, they make free units, so that could be difficult.
Yeah, he's trying to come from behind here. And
I like it. Even Queens coming up. This is a strong and scary push. And those Queens, if they get this detection, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That is the only detection on the map right now.
Big blink forward. He's trying to go for some of the Queens, it looks like. Not the best targeting, and a huge amount of support here, actually, for these Swarm hosts.
This is actually pretty fantastic by Rogue. What is herO to do? He's down to just Stalkers and a Sentry. I mean, not a Sentry, an Oracle. And that's, like...
He's making a Void Ray.
He doesn't really have what he needs to deal with this. You can't fight Locust for this long with Stalkers. It seemed all right at first, but, well, I guess he's going to do a big counterattack here with Zealots.
Yep, and he's going straight for the hatchery.
Definitely gets this one.
Yep, that he will, but this push is still so daunting. Pushing up the ramp now with the Locust. Not the best concave or position for those roaches, but he will move them now. And Rogue is going for this, man. He's got a big number of roaches, actually, for the support here.
Yeah, that is really, really scary. Even just fighting that many Roach Ling with these would be pretty tough, but the fact that he's only letting the Stalkers even hit the Locusts make it so much more so. These Locusts are... Look at the amount of damage that's done to these Stalkers. They're not able to really defend anything.
Yeah.
Now
those Queens are so key because Rogue was like, okay, I know you've got a Stargate, I got to bring these.
Yep.
They're good for transfuses as well.
So important, those, definitely. This was a very nice counterattack. Like, herO did so much damage with his push that it was, like, so close to just being GG.
Yeah.
Like, you saw
really
Rogue, like, Rogue took his hand off his keyboard from him, he shook his head, he bowed it low, he was, you know, he was very sad about the situation. And
Rogue
then he just comes back,
so nicely.
perfect, yeah, perfect counterattack.
GG.
Wow.
Rogue going up 2-1. Not really what I expected. And
wild, man. I love it. This is what a
cool
fantastic night of StarCraft 2.
I'm so happy I'm here casting this with the
Oh
Ortosis.
my god. Me too.
So
I hate that taste of Scott. Wow. These games.
This is just what you get at the top level of StarCraft, you know?
StarCraft has gotten better and better and better over the years, but it's hit this point now where we have so much in Korea, and these players are practicing so hard for Pro League, SSL, and GSL that it's giving us the most ridiculous games now. Like, these games
so
are
much
insane.
To practice for that they're just getting that much better.
The amount of mind games people are having to pull out against each other is unreal. I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it. Tell your friends to tune in. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll find out who the last player in the round